Hello and welcome back to Art by the Lake. Yesterday we showed you how to do a resin pour to coat your pictures. We did a picture I like to call flamethrower, and I can give you just a little bit of a peek. There's flamethrower with the resin, mostly dry, not completely dry. I still have it covered and protected. Today, there are a lot of people that don't want to pour resin, don't feel comfortable with resin. So we've come up with a few alternatives. We're going to highlight one of those alternatives today, and we're going to highlight that alternative on a painting I did a few weeks ago. We call this one Propane, and it's a little bit of a blue flame joke, but there's a lot of black negative space, a couple different shades of blue, a little bit of silver. You're actually looking at it, the bottom of your frame down here is actually what I consider the bottom of the painting. So I have it inverted for myself here, but it is the right side up. So we're going to put a protective coating on it. We're going to gloss it up, even it out a little bit. And today we're using Liquitex Gloss Medium and Varnish. It's actually not the first time I've used this, but it is the first time I've used this on a fluid painting. I'll move this back and forth. I'm not sure where the focus point is best for the camera right now. But it is Liquitex Gloss, Medium, and Varnish. That's probably out of focus, right? So anyway, no tricks to applying. It is acrylic based, so it's water soluble. We have a Artbythelake #2 brush here, nothing expensive. You do want to watch, and I noticed it with this brush, and I just noticed it when I just tried to straighten the bristles out. The bristles do occasionally come out. The better the brush, the less likely that will happen, but you do want to pay attention as you're doing your coating to make sure that there are no bristles laying in your varnish. So no real trick to this. You'll see I'm going to just sort of pour it out, try to avoid lumps, spread it around, and cover the edges, and then let it dry. So off we go. I just noticed as I'm pouring this, this is an 8-ounce bottle, and the price tag on it is $8. Now this was a hand-me-down from a family member, so I didn't pay $8 for it, and I don't know what the going rate for it is right now, but you can see we're being generous with it. We want this to be, as with most fluid paintings, the high gloss just looks really, really good. So that's what we want. So again, we've squirted it all over the canvas, and then we're going to just even it out. Now this is a product, like I said, I haven't really worked with a whole lot, so I'm anticipating a few surprises. We'll see. Usually the big surprise when you're doing this sort of thing is pooling, which means it just sort of lays there, and bubbles, which means you have bubbles in the finish, which you don't want. Again, I mentioned this as a product that's competing with resin if you want to coat your paintings. Resin is self-leveling. Resin's a little bit trickier to do. You got to mix everything evenly. And some people find that resin only works on solid panels. Canvas will sag a little bit, and that could be an issue with resin. You can get some pooling in the center of your canvas with resin, but not as much with this product. So you'll see that there are some puddles of it here, but we're going to work those out. I'm really just trying to make sure the edges are good, and then I'm going to sweep it all off the canvas and make a major mess. As with everything we do, and everything you'll notice with fluid painting, plan for a mess. You will have a mess. And you'll be better off if you plan for it and deal with it than if you get fluid on your kitchen floor or your living room carpet. So I'm going to just sort of get a little cup here to take off the excess as we start our way down the painting. Otherwise it will dribble right back as I go back across. So, as you can hopefully see, it's sort of a milky appearance. It will dry clear. The few test beds we've done for this, it dries nice. It's glossy, it's clear, bubble free, all the things you can want in a varnish or a finish. We also occasionally use a spray varnish. It's a Grumbacher product. We've been testing a few of those, so if you stay tuned and follow us on YouTube, we will certainly show you what the spray varnishes look like. I tend to avoid them right now. Maybe when it's warmer out. I'm in the Northeast, so it's starting to get warm, but it's still not warm out. What we jokingly call my studio where I'm filming this is actually also my garage. And if you could see 10 feet to my left, it is my car. So I probably will not ever spray varnish indoor. So when the weather's nicer, we'll show you that one. That'll be a little bit trickier to film because this is all sort of set up in here in the garage, and all I have to do is attach the camera, turn on the lights, and away we go. But we'll make it work. You will get to see that. So I don't see anything bad here. I don't see any bubbles. I don't see any crazy brush strokes. When I make this last pass across, I'm going to get down at a low angle, as you should too, to look for any bristles that may have fallen into the varnish. So I will also, when this dries a little bit, I'll add a photo to the end of the video so you can see sort of the before and after. I'm not sure you'll be able to tell, quite honestly. I think in person you'll be able to tell that the finish has completely changed from before we put this on. Yeah, I'm getting down to low angles here, and I don't see anything. So we're going to let it dry. Like I mentioned last time, move this out of the way. When you want something to dry and you want to protect it, I like to put 4 cups. Any old paper cup will do. And then I have the lid off of a plastic storage container. Put that on top. And then just for the heck of it, I put cardboard on top as well. The idea with this is to keep dust off of it. So anyway, so there you have what we call propane, negative black space, fluid art painting with Liquitex gloss medium and varnish. Again, I'll put a still photo on it at the end of the video. If you are interested in this painting, you can find us at Artbythelake on Etsy and Artbythelake on eBay. As always, please follow along with us as we make the conversion over to YouTube. Please subscribe, tell your friends, wake your neighbors, tell them to come out and follow Artbythelake. So we thank you for watching and we thank you for listening, and we will see you in the next episode.